Welcome everyone to Detroit Shrimp Aquatics. And as of 7:02 tonight, Christmas Eve, we still have no snow. Tell ya, we get gypped out of snow every year. When I was a kid, we used to get 1 to 4 feet of snow in one night. We'd have so much snow we'd have to shovel it out at the door just to get out of the house. Yeah, not so much anymore. Well, anyways, everyone, happy Christmas Eve. For all of those that do Christmas. Some may not, some do. But if you do Christmas, Merry Christmas Eve. I wanted to come on here and say Merry Christmas to everyone, and also let you guys know that I have been watching the air filters. And if you remember, I took the tops off of some of them. The tube that comes up with the 90 top, I took that off to see if the filter would not clog up anymore, and to see, if it was more powerful, if it was better for the tank. It's only been, a couple weeks, and some of the filters have still clogged, not to where they stop, but they slow up. And some are still doing really good without the top on it. But, hold on a second. One second. Jeez. Why is this not connected? Hold on. Oh, it is live. All right. All right. Alright, connection is excelente. Hold on, everybody. Hold on. Alright, I guess it doesn't matter. Chevy Fish, welcome. I was just trying to make sure that this was connected to YouTube. because I wasn't getting anything. Sometimes when I jump over to YouTube, I can click on it, uh, just hit done, and my stream comes up over here. But for some reason, it is not working. Oh well, it's on there, so that's all that matters, right? So welcome and Merry Christmas. How is it going? I was just getting ready to talk about how I changed how I took the tops of the dual sponge filters off to test and see how they would run, if they would run stronger or create more vacuum, if they wouldn't get clogged as much, and slow down the bubbles. And I was just getting ready to say that they still slowed down. So I had to go in and still clean them with a brush. So having the lift tube with the 90 on it, taking that off, it didn't seem to stop the little perforations on the inside of the tube from getting algae on it and clogging it up. So that still happens. So for this round, what I chose to do was how a lot of people talk about doing an enclosed system. That's what I did now. So instead of it coming down and going one tube going the length of each row, it comes down, goes around, up. It's just a long rectangle now. So all I did was use the upper tube, use this tube, and then I cut it off here, and I cut all that off on the third row, and I just drilled holes and tapped in all the extra air valves. Well, hi, Pigu. Hi. Hi. Oh, it's a little girl. Good. What? Give me this. So yeah, I put in 2 more metal ones, and then I thought I was only putting 5, but I put 6 in, so I have an extra one. But what I did notice, Susan for SLC Aquatics, Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas to you too. So what I have noticed, the difference between running an airline for each row, because what I was noticing is the first one over here, the first tank that the air runs to, and then the last tank that the air runs to, it seems like they would suffer. They wouldn't, get as much air as the other ones, and I had to clean them more often and adjust them more. So since I did the trial and error with taking the tube, the uplift tube with the 90 off, now I'll try it like this with the enclosed system or closed system, air system. Am I expecting a whole bunch? I'm hoping that it runs, because I notice that, well, at least it seems to me that the bottom row has a lot more pressure. Well, I should say the bottom row looks like it has the same pressure as all the other ones. Because before the bottom row, it would have a lot of pressure, but then it would die out. It died out really soon. Oh, you call me a big girl. Oh, you. You want to come up here? Come here. Come. So, Xanadu, woohoo, Merry Christmas, Merry everything, fishy folks, much love to you all, and Merry Christmas to you too. Well, I don't want to right now. So we'll have to see how good this closed system. Now, I didn't do a closed system around the whole room like everyone else does, due to the fact that I only have 60s, and an Elite of 60 will run all 30 of these tanks, so 32 of these tanks, really good. So I don't have a loop all the way around the room. I only did the loop behind the system because it's just one pump running one system. I didn't want to do a loop around the room and hook up multiple pumps and risk damaging them. I mean, I've hooked pumps together and it didn't seem like it made a bit of difference whatsoever. They weren't piston pumps, though. They were just the regular, with the rubber manifolds inside. So, on a long run, it helped. But when it was close, I really didn't notice a lot. So that's why I have an enclosed system over here. And then on this side over here, I still have it. It goes on every row. So I'm going to see if there's a difference with that in the air. And how it comes out. And my main thing is how long it'll last before the filters start to, muck up with the algae and stuff, and before I have to go in there with the brush. Because that's just a really bad it's a flaw. It's a really bad flaw that the filters have. A regular sponge filter too has that bad flaw, because I've noticed that when sponge filters start to act up, like if you lift this bottom, separate the bottom from the base where it comes out right there, you can get more air to come out. But if you put it all the way down, that's, it really makes it fight to push it through. But I do have a filter running in another tank that I just set up, where I cut the center out and I put a stone in there, because I want to see how long that'll last before it gets clogged up. Because my friend's opinion at his store is that they'll clog up fast. And we shall see, because I know that like Corey from Cram Co-op sells uncloggable air stones. I don't believe it, but still, Inga, what's happening? Merry Christmas. Lucerda Shrimps, Merry Christmas. Cichlids 23. What's happening? Merry Christmas. So, I mean, who knows? Maybe it will go. If it does go, I would love to get one, because there's another way I'd like to set up the dual sponge filters. It's just, I like the dual sponge filters better than the stand-up filters. But, you know, the stand-up sponge filters are, you know, they're the grandfather of all filters, you know, so they work incredible. The only reason I don't like them is that, you know, it just blows the bubbles up. But before I did have to where the tubes came up and then I 90'd them. I had PVC pipes and I 90'd them at the top. And then I saw the dual sponge filters and I just thought, oh yeah, hey, it's the same idea, you know? So, you know, I don't have to have these big, bulky, ugly filters in my tanks anymore. And now it seems like I have to clean the filters more than anything now. It's just, you know, they're always dirty. What do you want? What do you want? Come here. What do you want? What do you want? Come here. Come here. Come here, big girl. Come here. Well, come here. Don't shy away. You sit here and bark until I pet you. Come here, can they pick you up? Come here. Oh. Come here. Come here. Oh, come here. Come here. Come here, dear. Come here. Oh, boy. So, it's, I don't know. I like the look of the dual sponge filters. They work really, really good. They're easy to clean. And it's probably the whole reason I like them over. There's two reasons I like them over a regular sponge filter. Is they have a 90 and it blows out the front. And you can just slide the sponge off and clean it without having to take this thing apart, pull it all apart, and then put it all back together, click it together. It's a pain in the butt when you have almost 60 tanks. What? You come here? So it's, you know, you try to take the easier route and, you know, do whatever is the quickest. And it's not always the quickest way out isn't always the best answer. So I'm curious about those never clog air stones. I love my sponge filters and don't run any hob anymore. Yeah, I don't either. But hob filters are, you know, they're good. Come here. Wait, are you good? Come here. Are you good? Come here. Oh, come here. Yeah, hob filters are really, really good. I have one over on my 20-gallon long over there. I have a little 50, and that tank's packed full of shrimp, and it's packed full of pregnant females, and I have a hob filter and I have a dual sponge filter on it. So, yeah, I like my dual sponge filters more than anything, but there's gotta be a way to turn it up and make it better, you know. Like take out a V6 and put in a Hemi. It's just I'm trying to figure it out, and my next step is putting a never clog air stone into a dual sponge filter, just like a sponge filter, but getting rid of, you know, that little perforated ring in there, not using that anymore, and hooking it up with a stone inside of it. So I'm thinking of trying that. But the stone's got to be smaller than the pipe. So, and most stones, you can't run them upside down. So you have to run them right side up. And it would just be hard. Like when I used to do the other ones, I'd put the 90 up at the top while I drilled a hole down to 90. And I'd run the tube all the way down inside. And I hooked the airline up. I didn't put a stone in it. So that's how I did it. See, that's what you'd have to do on a dual sponge filter is drill a hole in the top of that 90, go all the way down the neck of it, all the way into the bottom, into the thick plastic, because it's biggest, and run the airline down into there with the stone and put it all back to have it all together, and then run it like that and see if it worked, because you can't put it in upside down. I don't think an air stone runs that way. Also, when setting up a tank to clear the water, my 2 new 40 gallons are dirted. Yeah, I've never, alright, Susan, thanks for stopping by. I've never had a dirted tank. Because I breed the shrimp. I don't, I really don't have, I do. I have that tank. That's my Caradina coal tank kind of, that it's a mixed tank that I sell out of. But I don't really have a tank that's that I sit around, because I have all these tanks that I sit around and look at. So I don't have, a couple tanks or one tank that I put a lot of time into. I put a lot of time into all these tanks. So it's like, I need the easiest, quickest, best avenue, to go down, that, I just don't have a show tank, I should say. That's like my show tank. But I still sell shrimp out of it, but, DMC, Merry Christmas. Yeah, replacing a V6 with a Hemi. That's what you have to do. But that's the thing, is if you don't, then you're at the mercy of the people who make it. So you can buy the sponge filters, and they clog. You got to clean them, brush them out all the time. Hey, and you got to, put it, it's not the end of the world, but reaching in there, pulling the other pipe out with the 90 on it, sticking a brush down in there, clean it out, and then pull it back out, put it back together, then in the next tank, then in the next tank. Because I just did all 20 of these Caradina tanks last night. I took a little time off in between. I was going to do more today, but I was out of water, so I ran all my Caradina water. I'm actually finishing up running it now. I have the Neo water ran, but it's cold. So either I just run tap water in. I could do that. Just, I want to get as many done before, because we're having family over tomorrow. And I would like to get as many done as possible. So I don't have a ton to do tomorrow. So it would just be really cool to have that. Stop. What? I'm sorry, did my tip jar not go off? That's what it is. I'm very sorry, but thank you, Xanadu, for the donation. We really appreciate it. It was very nice of you, and Merry Christmas. Thank you so much. Yeah, I want to get on here with everybody, and, because I was like, we were busy and cleaning and doing water changes and But then I decided to take this air system apart and rebuild the air system. So now I can let you guys know how that worked. Tater salad. What's going on? What's up, Shrimpy Nerd? Merry Christmas. What are you doing up at this time? What is it, 7? Oh, it's only, 12:30 there. Yeah, right? What's going on, my friend? How are you? But, yes, thank you, Xanadu. Your dog barking is making my Great Dane look around. Where is that dog? LOL. Yeah, it's my little English bulldog. She comes down here and she barks because she wants you to play with her. So you rub her tummy, all that stuff. And then if you stop, she'll start up again until she gets enough, and then she'll go away. But I try to pick her up. She takes off running away. It's hilarious. She used to let me pick her up until she started getting bigger. Now she don't like it. But yeah, she's the only one that, well, the other ones will bark like that if they want a treat or if they want to go outside, but she's the only one that barks really for attention. I am good, sir. How's it going with you over there? Haven't seen you here for a while there, partner. What's this, what color Great Dane do you have? Got rid of that fool bull in a China shop nipping at everyone, eating Gertrude eggs, LL, DMC production. Oh, sorry. Xanadu, awesome. I love bulldogs, super cool dogs. Yeah, we got lucky. They're too expensive to afford, to buy. So we got lucky in the dog pound or whatever you want to call it. They found her as a little itty bitty puppy roaming the streets. So they took her in, and they waited 30 days for someone to come and claim her, and no one did. So we went in and adopted her. So all we had to do was pay for her medical, for her to get fixed and get her shots. She's even tattooed. She's got a tattoo on her, I think from whatever breeder she was with, their tattoo or something. I don't know, but she's chipped and fixed and all that great stuff. She's a really good dog. Really good dog. Very, very good dog. So there's not much to show on the shrimp. One thing I have done recently in the past few days is I've done what Leah Jet has what Leah Jet's put up about boiling cinnamon sticks to create biofilm. So my wife went out and got me a bottle of cinnamon sticks. I boiled them, I don't know, probably 40 minutes yesterday until they got soft enough to open. And I dumped the water out, did it again. Boiled it again to get all the cinnamon off. But I've just come to notice what I'm noticing in a lot of tanks is my tanks aren't like building up a lot of biofilm or algae. It's it's just the shrimp are eating it. So I've kind of the last few days I've kind of went into biofilm biofilm mode, and sat down and started thinking about how I can start to build biofilm and what I can do. And I've kind of realized that I haven't used my Bacter AE in forever. I haven't used my Muta bacterial powder in forever. I haven't put any of my live bacteria in the tanks on water changes in forever. It's not that I get lazy. I just get the water changes done. I'm like, phew, okay. And my tanks, you could say they're suffering because there's no algae and biofilm. In only a few. If I look right now, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe 5 tanks out of these 30 that have a lot of algae on the glass. The rest are all clear. They look like they've been up for maybe 2 weeks. And it's just that the shrimp just, they tear it up, and I haven't done anything to help reproduce it. I think one of the issues is it's been a few months now that I only run my lights maybe 4 hours a day, 3 hours a day, due to the fact that they're really bright. But I haven't been running that, so the algae and biofilm hasn't been growing. So I got the cinnamon sticks, and mainly what I did is I'm down in my Neo tanks. Reason being is because I should have thousands of shrimp. And it's, I look in there and there's buried females everywhere. And then I see babies, and, then I'm like, where's all these shrimp at? So, it must be a lack of biofilm, and possibly they're not living. So, I went and got all my cool black stones. I have a bunch of, if you guys have been watching for a long time, I have a bunch of black river stones that are flat or close to flat. So I put 5 or 6 or 7 in every tank. And put the cinnamon sticks in there. All this stuff. Because I try to remember back to when I first started with shrimp, and I'd have 300-400 shrimp in a 20 long. Jeffrey Watts, Merry Christmas. In and out of the VA hospital lately. I had a rough 8 months. Had started to drink again, but I am sober now. Well, congratulations, Tater Salad. Hey, how do I say it? The thing is, I've been there, done it. I know all about it. It's just, like when my kids were, born and, being born and growing up, I kind of told myself, hey, I don't want them seeing me drinking. I don't want to act like a fool in front of them. And then I told myself, what if something happened to one of them one night and they needed me, but I didn't hear them because I was intoxicated and I was passed out. So, it was just a fear. And I told myself I had to quit. And gosh, I got bottles of vodka in there that I've had since my dad passed away. I got probably 4 cases of beer in the cellar over there. We haven't touched in probably 3 years. It's just, for company and stuff. But I guess all I can say is don't ever stop quitting. Because quitting, being able to quit, how do I call it? What do I say? I See, this is just me. I don't call alcoholism an addiction or a sickness. I think it's kind of, I don't know. I don't want to say it's, it's a cop out, but you drink because you know what it's going to do to you. So it's not a sickness. It's a choice. Couldn't have told me that when I was younger. So as I started to grow up and started to see how life was changing and how I saw that, because I have anxiety and depression, so I take medication for it. And when I first got on medication, I'm 48, I started taking medication. I was powerlifting, started powerlifting when I was about 26 to 35. I powerlifted from the age of 26 to the age of 35, and I got on my meds probably around the age of 32, and now I'm 48. And I would drink. When I drank, I felt like I didn't have any problems in the world, and all the things that bothered me mentally, that I would think about all the time. And what it was like I'd go to bed and I'd think the next day, oh, what am I doing tomorrow? What do I have to do at work tomorrow? What I got to do this. I got to get up early. I got to do this. I got to do this. It was just a constant thing in my head. So when I drank, that went away. And I didn't stress out about anything. But when I was younger, I didn't know that I had anxiety or panic attacks. It wasn't until I was powerlifting that I found out, and I was rushed to the hospital thinking I was having a heart attack. I was having a massive panic attack. So anyways, they put me on medication. I was diagnosed with anxiety, severe anxiety and panic attacks. Now they're thinking I might be bipolar or something. But anyways, so they gave me meds, and I ended up drinking on the meds, and I was like, oh, wow, okay. Well, it's not the worst thing, but then I said, well, all right, well, I can't drink on the meds, so either I'm going to stay drinking or I'm going to take the meds, and if you stay drinking, you can only drink certain parts of the day, and then you feel like crap every day when you wake up. But the meds, take your meds, and you wake up every day and you never feel like crap. And most of your problems go from 100% down to maybe 30%. So, and then once they get your meds right, because it takes a while for them to mix A, B, C, and D, and then find out that F and K are the meds that you need. And then your life, I've been taking meds forever, and I don't even know that I take meds. I don't notice it. I don't feel it, but I notice it when I stop taking them. So, if you can drink and do it socially, I drink once a blue moon, 3 beers, I'm wrecked. I got the spins. If you can, get to a point where you're doing that, good. But the only thing I can say is don't ever quitting. Because the day you give up is that's not a good day. My father drank a lot. I don't even want to get in because he's not alive anymore, his personal business, but he drank for, I think he went sober at the age of maybe about 65. Maybe about 65 years old, he sobered, cold turkey, went sober. And he died at 76. Maybe it was a little sooner than that, but yeah, he went cold turkey. Never drank again. Well, he drank wine because he had a bad heart, and the doctor said to drink wine. But I quit cold turkey. I quit cold turkey. And I quit smoking. I quit smoking and drink coffee cold turkey too. I put myself through hell back then, when I was working out. But it was this past August was 2 years since me and my wife quit smoking. Still drink coffee though. I know I have an addictive personality, and if you know that, you're good. So I tell myself, hey, if I drink coffee, I'm good. That's how I feed my addiction, the caffeine. Even though the caffeine makes me sweat like a stuck pig, you know, it gives me something. You know, it just gives me something. So, but I know where you're coming from. So, hey, my hat's off to you for, you know, staying ahead of it. You know, fighting the good fight. Like I say, don't ever give up. And you'll end up on top. If you never give up, you always end up on top. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter how many times you fail. If you don't give up, you always end up on top. It's just how it is. Hey, you walk, you trip, you fall, you get back up. I mean, we all do it. You know, I don't care who you are. Everyone in life has fallen some way or another, from when you're an infant to something. Gamblers. I mean, addiction's so bad it runs in places you would never even think about. You know, look, people that hoard, collect baseball cards, you know, anything. There's addictions everywhere in life. You know, and I don't know if you could call any addiction healthy, because that's why it's called an addiction. You know, so I don't know. Stay focused, stay positive, and you know, keep fighting. And one day it'll all pay off. You know, but congratulations for the soberness. Jeffrey Watts, if I did not say Merry Christmas, Muppets 929, Merry Christmas. Although I like my Jack. Hey, man, I used to drink Southern Comfort and Coke just until my mouth would go numb, and I drink straight Southern Comfort. My buddy always get me a huge glass of Jack and Coke. Man, that stuff would bite through anything. I couldn't even taste Southern Comfort no more, and he'd give me that, and it would just burn right through everything. I'm like, ugh, that's strong stuff. Stage 4 cancer. Yeah, my mother had cancer. She actually moved in with us. She is now upstairs. She has severe dementia, but we decided to start taking care of her and, you know, let her live with family. But she had breast cancer and she beat it. Yep, she was one of the lucky ones. Almost everyone in her family has passed away from it in one way or another. But I hope you have luck with yours, Xanadu. I mean, I never had it, but I wouldn't wish it on my enemy. You know, I watched my mother go through it. Had to help her through all that stuff, and it wasn't nothing nice. So I hope we have a positive outcome for you too. I have an addictive personality, and it's the worst. Recognizing that I have one saved me. Oh yeah, the minute you can look in the mirror and stop pointing and realize you're only pointing at yourself, oh, that's the day that did it. Yeah, when you can tell yourself that you have a problem, then it's all downhill from there. I mean, it's all easy peasy, you know, because now when stuff comes up, you just tell yourself, wait a minute, if I do this, you know, it could cause some stuff, and choose not to do it. You know, if you choose to drink at home. Don't drink at the bar, because not only are you drinking, but now you're spending a bunch of money, you know, and you could get in a fight. Public intoxication, you know, there's a lot of stuff that comes with it. So, you know, but anything, an addictive personality with drugs, alcohol, you know, anything, places that you receive a lot of attention at, you know, anything. It's once realizing the problem is the biggest step in the whole thing. And I'm no AA person or no substance abuse, but that was with me. When you finally realize that you have an issue with whatever it is, I don't care if it's building Legos, collecting bobbleheads, doesn't matter. Like I said, an addiction's an addiction. Video games. Holy heck, is that like the biggest addiction in the world? Gotta be. More than alcoholism, drugs, anything. I think that, and people go, oh, what's the big deal? Well, go around somebody who has an addiction with video games. I'm sorry, but I've worked on people's houses where their kids scream the F word, scream, just throw stuff all around the house, and they're playing video games. Their parents just sit there and chill and watch TV. I'm thinking, oh my God, I have to finish this job and get out of here. This is hell. But yeah, the day that you could do that, I mean, that's one of the biggest steps. Oh, well, look, tater salad, here's the thing is I've not been in the military, so I cannot speak on your issue. All I know is PTSD is a bad deal. I got some different type of PTSD, but military stuff, I don't even know. I can't even comment on it. I can't say anything. I'd be the biggest dickhead in the world if I even commented on anything that someone that has done what you have, serving our country, could have gone through, from the things he's seen or the things he had to do. Can't do it. So I just wish that people like you didn't have to suffer the way you do for the things that you did for our freedom. It's a shame that people that fought for our freedom have to suffer and have to be in pain for something that they didn't know that would happen to them. So, yeah, the COVID lockdown is this is this is one of the reasons that this is my hobby, and it keeps me, keeps my anxiety from flaring. It keeps me from getting upset, from lashing out and stuff, and it gives me something to do, because look, I can fix stuff. I can go, well, all right, let me do that, or let me sand this down, or let me build a wall, or let me go out and clean the garage. Well, when all that's done, then what? Nothing. Can't cut the grass. There's no snow. It's freezing cold. What do you do? So with the tanks, I can change water. I can do anything I want. Rearrange them. I can, cull shrimp out of tanks. I could keep myself busy 24/7 if I had to, just from a hobby. Hobbies are always, I don't know if you've ever noticed. I mean, go talk to some big time mechanics that, they could make millions of dollars a year, and be around them or something and watch how pissed off they get. Because look, anxiety's huge, and most people that have hobbies have it for a reason. And look, they can be millionaires, billionaires, all the way down to just basic people like me. I barely have shit, but it doesn't matter who it is. So many people have a hobby, and it's the reason. Look at guys that build race cars, not a race car, but take an old car, redo the whole thing. God, thousands and thousands of dollars. And you go over there and go over to their house or something, and their garage is packed full of empty beer cans, and they just get shit faced all the time. But it's a hobby that they have, and it goes hand in hand. It does not, an addiction does not care what your name is, where you come from, how much money you have, what you do in life. It doesn't care. It's just, the rich people don't get put on TV or pointed at so much, when something bad goes on, unless they're caught by the cops. Then there's, but hey, here, look, I tell everybody, especially in my line of work, I meet a lot of people, and people are like, oh, you don't want to be around that guy, he's a jerk, or this or that. And my dad always said, look, everyone's got an A+ when I meet them. Everyone's good. It's, if we become enemies or are not friends anymore, it's because of you. It's not because of me. So if you do something that upsets me, or do something, bad, or treat me in a bad way, your A+ is going to go down to a B, and then a C, then a D. And then after that, we're just not going to hang out no more. So I tell people all the time, I don't care what you do. I really don't care what you do. I mean, I don't want to see you hurt yourself. I'm here to talk to you. But I don't care what you do if it doesn't hurt me or my family. I'll never judge you. It's just how it is. Life's too short to judge people. But I'll always be here to talk to, but I surely won't judge you. So I could care less. Like I said, there was huge alcoholism when I was growing up, and I grew up around that stuff, so it's yep, nothing we judge. Yeah, dementia's pretty Xanadu. It's something, it's a lot. But it's, if I didn't have the years experience with it, with the other family members, then it'd probably be overwhelming for me. But it's, I don't know, I kind of just blow it out. We make a lot of jokes about it, so she laughs and stuff. Like right now, she thinks that she's living in a state we used to own a house in and had family and stuff there. She literally thinks she's across the road from that house. So it's, that's been going on for 5 days, but it'll stop. And then once it stops, she'll be like, what? I wasn't like that. But yeah, it's, she's probably the worst out of all of them. Out of all the women that had it, because it just went in with the women. So, I've never seen it with any of the males, but I'm adopted, so I think I got lucky on that one. Yeah, Xanadu, dude. That's yeah, the COVID thing. See, that's the thing. And here's another thing, especially with people that have addictive personalities, is you can use that to a positive too, because you know how to hone stuff, and you know how to tanks, and if you want something, the perfection that you will go to make what you have perfect. And what happens is, if you have 10 or 12 tanks and you run through them all and they're all perfect, and you're like, shit, well, okay, now I have to get more. Because it's just like doing something, that's hurtful to yourself or to others, but now it's the only thing it's hurting is your wallet, but it keeps you mentally, physically, and you're grounded to where you're just so happy, and then when you go out into the world every day, you know, you can hold your head a little higher, and the next day a little higher, and the next day a little higher. And then if somebody ever wants to see it, holy shit, then you just go nuts. Oh my God, look what I got. Hey, check this out. You just go nuts showing everybody what you work so hard for. It's, like I said, it's just like a guy that builds a Camaro. You go or you see him or you stop on, see him at McDonald's or something or at a Coney Island. You're like, wow, nice car. Thanks. And he's just exploding inside to talk to you about it, to tell you everything that he's done to it. That's what we do, people with hobbies and addictions. It's what we do. And when we turn the addiction to a positive, we just want to tell everybody. At least this is with me. I talk everything because, that's what I do. So, well, yeah. See, that's the thing, Tater Salad, is now now you're opening a whole nother door, dude. And, next thing you know, all right, that's my alarm for the water. Next thing you know, you're going to start selling, who knows? You could be the next huge guy over there, one of the biggest dealers of, whatever you choose, from guppies to shrimp to your abe ule. All sorts of stuff. Give me 1 second. I just have to go shut my water off. Oh no, we can run it for about 30 more minutes. I like to fill that can all the way to the top. I like to get as much out of it as possible. Yeah, I don't like to. I don't want to do the drinking thing and stuff around my kids because, I was brought up in a family, a really good family, but we'd go to my uncle's house, go here, go there, and it was always we'd go there, and all the grown-ups drank, and they drank and played cards and did this and did that. So, and we'd play like video games and pinball, and my uncles, everybody had that stuff. So, you grow up going to families' houses, families and friends, and music's playing, drinking, cards and board games and all this that the adults are doing. You're like, wow, that looks like fun. And they're smoking and, so, you grow up in that lifestyle. You kind of, walk that lifestyle. You walk the same path. They make good money. You want to get a job, make good money. Playing cards and drinking and smoking is a cool thing. I thought it was cool seeing you guys do that. So, first time somebody offers me a cigarette, I say no. Then 10 times later, you finally say yes. And then next thing you know, you're smoking, and now you're hanging around all people that smoke because now you're all cool. And, then the first person offers you a drink, you say no. Then 10 offers later, you say yes. And the next thing you know, you're drinking and smoking, and you just fall into that. You're like, what's it gonna hurt? Everybody did it when I was a kid. So, me and my wife just try to change that with the family and everything. And, not saying you can't do it as an adult, not saying that we don't do it as adults, but, just not in their face. I don't want them seeing it, thinking that, it's a good thing. Look, if you choose to do it, okay, fine and dandy. You chose to do it, but I don't want you, looking back when you start and go, hey, my dad used to do it all the time, so it's got to be a good thing. No. So that's how I look at it, But let's get off all that sad stuff. But, you know, it's not really sad stuff. It's life, right? So, I don't have a problem talking about it. I just don't. I just hope no one else does. Because, like I said, addictions are addictions are addictions, no matter what it is. If you pop pimples on your face, which I know you probably all saw kids in school that did it, couldn't stop picking. You know, to anything. Look at the people they show on TV. Hoarders. It's an addiction. Severe addiction. You know, they'll fill their whole house up and sleep in a 2x2 square on a bed. You know, so it's just, you know, I guess I guess some people would think their addiction isn't unhealthy. So you can't really say find an addiction that's accepted in society, but I guess an addiction that does not hurt you mentally, physically, financially, and it doesn't hurt anyone around you, I guess would be a positive addiction. Yep, take up. Yeah, memory loss. Should have put my glasses on. I can't read a damn thing. I just moved. My brother has 75 gallons just sitting around. Oh, yeah, that's not good. When somebody just has a tank sitting around, they're just asking for you to take it. Plus 620 off. A 29 and 2 new 40 breeders and a couple of tents. Jeez, he's just asking you to start a store. What's this? I did 2 and got 7 tanks, 150 gallons since March. I recognize my newest addiction since COVID and being home has been fish tube. But hey, no harm, no fault, right? Yeah, hey, same thing. I do a lot of YouTube now. I watch a lot of YouTube. I watch stuff that I didn't even know existed. I watched this dude the other night. I don't know if anybody's seen him. And now I'll tell you about this one person that you guys will probably like, but you guys probably all watch him anyways. But I watched this dude. He's got red hair, or he wears a hat backwards. White dude. Got a beard, orange beard, and he blows glass. His glass in a lathe. He blows glass, heats it up, and he plays heavy metal music, Metallica and all sorts of stuff in the background. And you can talk to him on the computer and stuff, but he blows I don't know if he blows bongs for smoking marijuana or what. I mean, he was blowing a goblet the other day when I turned it on. I watched the guy for freaking 45 minutes. Wasted 45 minutes of my life, and I thought, what did I learn out of that? And I was I learned how to stretch glass from here to here 3 times and go from this big to this big. I didn't know how to do that. And I didn't even finish the rest of it because he makes 4-hour, 5-hour videos blowing glass, And I wanted to get some more shrimp shows in. So, but there's a guy named David Portner, I think his name is. He owns, hey, Streetwise, Merry Christmas. Just seeing you. Thank you for hosting me. I'm glad to catch a stream. Haven't seen you around lately either. Good to see ya. But I have 10 female bettas. Hold on. In a 75 gallon, they're getting split out and replaced by Tetris and Raspberries plus 10 endlers and a 20 long. Also more endlers coming from Lucas Bretts. Nice. Yeah, start a store. Yeah, hey, why not? It'll pay for your hobby. I'm telling you, that's a big deal. Even if you don't sell to, let's say you don't have customers, but you have local fish stores around you, it'll pay for your hobby. I'm telling you, as much as people sell guppies for that breed guppies, you see these other guppy channels, fish channels, they breed guppies, and what they get for a trio of guppies, that's ridiculous. But there's good money in it. I guess you have to pay if you don't want a guppy that's sick. I had guppies. I had a tank pack full of guppies, and then I put in, what were they, cobras or something from Petco. Gave the whole tank worms. Calaminaris worms or whatever. Killed every one of them in there. Killed every guppy. I had to just get rid of the whole tank. I sold the tank. But it was disgusting. And it's my buddy's fish store. They just send them in tons at a time. He just keeps ordering them. They just die off. And my buddy said the reason that they die off is because they're bred in saltwater water. You know, if you order from Taiwan and stuff, you import your guppies, or from down in Florida or whatever, you know, there's a lot of times they're raised in saltwater. So when you get them and you put them in freshwater, they start to die because they're used to the saltwater. And no one knows that, and most fish stores don't care, you know, because it's just sell them. And then let's say he gets 150 guppies and 100 of them die. He just messages the guy and says, hey, they all died. And the guy said, okay. I mean, they're not losing nothing. As much as they make off guppies, they're not losing nothing. But guppies are crazy, crazy expensive. Crazy, crazy expensive. And just really, really pretty. I see. Oh, Robert Reed, welcome. I'm doing good selling super red plecos and angelfish. Excellent. Yeah, super red plecos are a big deal right now, especially if they're the fancy fin, the long fins. They're over $300 for adults right now, like $350, $320. I just paid $12 for 3 guppies today from a local shop. But if you get it from a guppy guy, what? Saltwater? Yeah. You didn't know guppies were bred in saltwater? Yes, they are. Because if you look it up, most of the places where they're bred huge amounts, they don't have, not like saltwater, like you would have saltwater fish. But it's like they say that, you know, clean drinking water or regular clean water is hard to come by. So they'll mix like 60-40 or 70-30, you know, so the water that the guppies are brought up in it's, you know, got salinity in it, you know, it's got salt in it. So when they're shipped, then they get to your store or wherever they're shipped to, and they're just put in fresh water, and that's why a lot of them die. They get sick and die because you take them out of this water that they grew up in and put them in fresh water, and now they don't have any of that. It's a big shock, you know, especially if they show up at your local fish store and the guy just dumps them into a net. All the water goes into a bucket, and he takes that net and just dumps it right in the tank. Now they went from, you know, water that has some salt in it, a percentage of what they were brought up in, and they go right into regular plain water. You know, it's what kills them. But yeah, that'll do it. Something fishy is a good customer, LOL. Oh, yeah. He is a good customer. Mr. Robert Reed is also a friend of my friend and my one of my sponsors, Something Fishy in Westland, Michigan. Andy. If you guys have any fishy needs, give him a call. Especially if you need like big tanks or something. He's got everything you need. Something fishy, Westland, Michigan. Give him a call. Yeah, Andy. Yeah. Oh, uh, let me see. Portman. David or Portnoy. They call him El Presidente. He owns Barstool. He does Barstools. He's a bookie, but he does pizza reviews. Look him up on Facebook. The guy's hilarious, really cool, and he's doing a lot of cool stuff for businesses that are losing, that have, they're like going out of business. He's raising hundreds of thousands of dollars for Pizza Plate because he does pizza taste tests. He travels pizza place to pizza place and, reviews their pizza, gives them a score. But since COVID got so bad, he's literally raising money from all of his rich friends to try to keep these businesses alive. It's pretty cool. I ain't never seen anybody do that before, to where they stick their neck out to get people a bunch of money. So yeah, check him out. He does the one bite, everyone knows the rules. Takes a bite of pizza, and then, he's supposed to score it after one bite, but half the time he takes 6 or 7 bites so he can give a good score. But yeah, Portnoy. He owns Barstool. Yeah, he's a bookie. Can't remember where they're actually out of, but yeah, check him out. He's a big time positive guy out there. Oh, but for guppies, if you guys are looking for guppies, check out Jadrin Aquatics. Jason at Jadrin Aquatics. I just watched his new video because he's another one that's kind of slowed up with his business. If you guys don't know Jason, he's one that makes the stickers for all the fish, tubers, shrimp. Everybody made my stickers, so if you buy stuff off me, you get my stickers. He made them, but he does a lot of that stuff, and I guess it took a toll on his business. So he's building like a store or a breeding area in his shop, so he can import and breed guppies and stuff, and start selling them to make up for the loss in his company. So yeah, you want some pleco or some guppies, look him up. Holy crap, he had some guppies today that oh gosh, so nice. I mean, there's a lot of guys out there that got guppies, but they all got the same stuff. Most people have the same stuff, a lot of them. They're close to, but this guy, he's got some good stuff. Yeah, I love you too. I can do that in a couple minutes. Yeah. But yeah, check him out. Jadrin Aquatics, great guy, great guy. Tim Gazzetti, Merry Christmas, Merry Christmas. Good to see you in here, Tim. So, yeah, that's about it. Let me see the tanks. The new air system. I can jump onto that really quick before I hop off here. Luke wants me to get off. Yeah, Jadrin Aquatics. Yes, check him out. You don't have to say that Detroit Shrimp sent you, but if you want to, it'll butter them up if I ever need anything off of them. But yeah, just go check his videos out. Go hit subscribe. The guy's sick on his guppy. Everything the guy has, He's got it in his garage at home, and he's got tons. He's, he orders shrimp food from me. The guy's he's got it going on. He's got some gorgeous guppies. Check his stuff out. Yeah, and anyone, just to let you guys know, I'm not very, I gotta get it fixed, but if you guys go on my website and there's anything you need, at the bottom, just send me a message. Just send me a message. Because I don't know why I have it set up for PayPal and stuff, but I don't know. It's just easier to send me a message and I'll message you right back. I'm thinking of putting my phone number on there because, look, if I don't know who's calling me, if it doesn't come up with the name, it'll go to my email. And, I probably get 20 calls a day from robocalls and spam. So, what's it going to matter? So, if it makes it better. All right, Tater Salad, thank you for showing up. Hey, weren't you supposed to send something? Send something here? I thought you were supposed to send... Oh, yeah, but you ran into your issue. What? Yeah, Pumpkin King's not on it.
No, remember?
What?
Remember he was going to send us something?
Yeah, I don't know.
He's been here in like a month.
I know, right? Maybe 2.
Maybe he moved.
No, he didn't move. Yeah, be good, Tater Salad. Thanks for showing up. Huh? Could be. But I forgot to tell you guys what I've done. We were talking about it earlier, but for building the biofilm up, I started adding more Bacter AE. I started adding more of my bacterial powder. I started adding the Fritzyme 7. Fritzyme 7, the live bacteria. I've been putting that in there. I've been doing everything that I've been slacking on. Now in my Caridina tanks, I've been putting my live nutrifying bacteria right there that we sell. Yeah, I don't want to do this. Why? Give it here. So I've been doing that to the tanks probably for the past week. About every 3 days, I had a bunch of stuff in there to make it better. Oh yeah, you don't have to say you're sorry. I was just wondering. I love the Jordan videos. Thanks for the link. Yeah. Jason from Shrimp Aquatics. He's funny. I don't know. It's like a cartoon when you turn it on. I think he knows. The guy's just really funny. I don't know. But, Luke wanted me to show you this. Was it this summer we had gravel sent for around our above ground pool? And this is what was in it. We don't know if it's a bone. It doesn't feel like a bone. It feels like a stone, but it could be something that turned to stone because it's hundreds of years old. I don't know. He just asked me to show you this. But, so anyways, yeah, I put the flat stones in. I put the cinnamon sticks in that were boiled. I've been putting extra stuff in the grow. Biofilm and algae. Now, here's the thing. You put leaves in all day, but, I don't want to put 5 leaves in every tank and then they, start to break down and rot. I'd rather build the biofilm up in the algae and add the leaves as I go, so it's not overpowering the tank and, making it nasty. Because how many times you guys go to lift up your leaves and there's just a pile of junk under it, from the leaf breaking down and just everything that's underneath it. I went yesterday. I don't know, probably pulled out 40 leaf veins, just the rotted stuff, because it's on my tanks that the slime algae starting again. I'm staying on top of my water changes, getting them done, but the slime algae starting. So, I'm trying to get all the decomposing stuff out. Any cholla wood that's like down to nothing anymore because it's rotting away. Because some just rots away and some doesn't. I've had some for so long that nothing, but I've had some that for not that long, maybe 6 months, and it's rotting away. So, just some is just crap, I guess. But I don't know. So that's all that we've. I had an order sent. Not going to say by who, but it was by a friend of mine. Sent me an order, and I guess what we're going to try to do is try to do the UPS instead of USPS anymore, because USPS is just so, they're so busy and everything's just so out of whack. It doesn't matter. I pay for $50 insurance. They don't care. They're not going to give me the money. So, to put live animals in the mail and it says 2 to 3 days and it takes 10, 12, 14, 3 weeks, and they show up, they're dead. My buddy sent me some stuff. I wanted it to be a big, huge surprise to everybody. And where he lives, it's hot. And we're here, it's freezing cold. And when it got here, this was wrapped in insulation. It had like 12 pieces of newspaper wrapped around the bag. House insulation. The box was insulated. Everything. It was 56 degrees. 56 degrees when it showed up. All shrimp were dead. Sent me a whole bunch of boost. It's up here in this brand new 5-gallon that I just set up. But so we're all jumping over to UPS. So anybody needs anything, let me know. You need dry goods, let me know. We got everything you need. Mr. Gazzetti's got an order. USPS is terrible right now. Really, really. Yeah, it is. So we can keep sending stuff. I mean, I'll send dry goods USPS, but shrimp, normal, you might pay $10, $12 for shipping. It might be $15, $18 because it's got to go through UPS now. But, to guarantee that it's there in 2 to 3 days instead of 10 to 12 to 14. Another one of my customers lives 4 hours away from me if I drive. It takes, 8 days for mail to get there. It's disheartening. I mean, I understand, but it says it's shipped out, and all it says for days in transit. And it's just like, I mean, I totally understand, but, if we have to go a different route to make sure our animals stay alive, then that's what we got to do. So, but all right, everyone, it is 8:22 p.m. in Detroit, Michigan, and I got to get off of here because it is Christmas Eve, and I have to go spend it with my family, and I needed to come on and do my online family first. Because you guys and gals are also our family, and we just want to say Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, and hope you guys get all the presents that you want from Santa and no coal in your stockings. But we'll probably maybe get in a couple Christmas movies tonight. Go turn the lights on outside, and and then we'll see what Santa brings Lukester in the morning. So, we'll see what happens. But we just wanted to say Merry Christmas to everybody. And thanks for everything. Hey, we didn't hit 1,000 subscribers. But it is what it is. I'm at a super cool number because I'm at 454. And that's a big block engine. And then the next subscriber will put me at 455, and that's a big block engine. So, then when I hit 460, that's the Ford big block. People don't look at it like that. So yeah, I didn't hit 1,000, but hey, guess what? It is what it is. I have 454 excellent family members on here, and we appreciate every single one of you. So thank you very much for tuning in. Thanks for coming in and hanging out a little. Feeling like a kid at Christmas. Can't wait till the shrimp come when the weather is good. Yes, we will. Thank you all for being you. Smile often. See ya. See ya. Still in ya. Still in ya. But yeah, 454. Nice. Yeah. Hey, you got to start somewhere. Can't. When you have big channels out there, it's hard to get those people on big channels, to catch on to smaller channels. But we'll get there. I just want people that click subscribe to be part of the channel. I don't want to get a bunch of freebies on it. Doesn't mean anything. So, all right, everyone. Thank you for hanging out. I know it wasn't too much about shrimp. It was more about the air system and an update on the filters. But more or less, it was just coming on and say Merry Christmas. All right, everybody. Be careful and have a good holiday. Peace. Move it, Frosty. What's he say? Happy birthday. All right, everybody. See ya later. Hope you don't have shovel nose.